It's me, Tro, the official tradie of Kick-Ons, the unofficial legal representation of Art Simone. And you're probably wondering, what do I know about drag? Well, let's just say I've been there, I've done that, I've seen that, and I've seen this, and I've got every t-shirt. So I thought, why not? But at the end of the day, I'm just some bitch on the internet, and my opinion does not matter. So anyway, let's review some drag. Joining me on today's episode is my friend Estevan.
Vote para dar uma arma para Nicole Page Brooks.
Sim. Anyway, if you want more Drag Race Down Under, be sure to catch Kick-Ons. I'll put that link below. But anyway, this episode 2. So no one went home last week. So it almost feels like this is actually the first episode. And I kind of love how this episode started because we're doing the whole like, so whose lipstick did you pick? Which is how they always love to start this
I
little
love
thing.
that.
You love the drama?
Like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
fact
yeah.
that the drama was great. I also love drama. Would love if someone has said, out of respect for the other queens, I'm not gonna say anything because that is a very good reference. But also being upset about it is so stupid. It's
Yeah.
part of the game.
Unless if you're going to be upset about it, you need to be the level of upset that Floor was this week. So Floor, I don't think
Yes.
upset covers what she was. She was sociopathic. I didn't see fire in her eyes. I saw blood. I was getting
Yeah.
ready to see Floor launch herself across that room and bite into somebody's neck. I loved it. I I'm here to watch TV and Floor was TV.
Was giving it.
Yeah,
Yes.
the whole time, and the fact that nobody held back. And then you've got Jade adding the little bit about her talking about Lala and just poking that little bit,
Oh my
which
god,
kind of
Jade did such a good move with going like, "Hey Lala," like, and you were throwing Lala under the bus, like unnecessary but perfect for television.
yeah, no, completely unnecessary.
Like,
But we're here to make TV, and I feel like Jade understands that. And poor Floor, she felt every emotion. She went through it all, and I love it because it made great TV. I legit rewatched that opening scene a few times just because I wanted to like keep seeing all of these facial expressions. And then my favorite part about this whole interaction was Miss Coco Jumbo, who had no skin in this game. Coco was like not involved whatsoever, and she goes, "It's not your drag, it's you." I don't know what her intention was with that statement, but I don't care. Again, we're here to watch TV, and Coco was like, I don't think this is done. Like everything was sizzling down, everything was calming down, and I feel like Coco went, "Oh, I think I can get a little more of this." And that line,
I think that's
it's not your
the
drag,
best way to
it's you.
diffuse a situation, though.
Really? I don't know if I'd
Like, just
try
make
it.
it worse.
Make it worse. But it was great. She's sitting there on the couch and she just throws that in, which I think that's fantastic. And then
Like,
I
how to diffuse a situation? Throw a hand grenade.
throw a hand grenade. No, 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 that's true. But no, this scene was great. This reminds me of the old school seasons of Untucked, where they would go at each other. Like they wouldn't just sit there and hold hands and be like, "Oh my god, you're all my best friend." They would go at each other. Um, and so this is what I needed. I think this is what I wanted from an All Stars season. I feel like some previous All Stars seasons have been a little too friendly, and I love this. And I love that we keep seeing that these lipsticks are obviously just pieces of wood. They're not
Not real lipsticks.
they're not even trying to hide the fact that they're just pieces of wood, which again, camp, love it. Every time we see the scenes with the trying to pick the lipstick and it's so obvious that it's a fucking piece of wood, love it.
Okay, I need an insider scoop from you. What happened with Art when she was picking out her lipstick at the end of the episode? Because she did a weird face. Like, did she show the queens the lipstick accidentally when she was picking it up?
I don't know. No, I didn't get any commentary about that. All the only insider goss I've really got about this episode would be the fact that the costume was legitimately very painful to wear, which we'll get to. The costume. So maybe there was a bit of like the poor bitch was trying to survive. I think there was
It,
I
that
think
would
there was
make
a
sense. It
I
was
think there
so
was a bit of
big.
that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And heavy. It's legit. It's legit. But yeah, I love that they did that. I love that we're going back to this like dramatic shit that used to happen. And I do kind of like that they're letting them kind of go at each other a little bit. Because then they do that thing where they come back in the workroom, and I kind of hate this. Where whenever they have a conflict in like Untucked, when they come back in the workroom the next day, they always do like a little like apology session.
Ugh,
I don't like that.
it's
Like
hate it.
just let them be angry. And like they I don't think Floor I don't consider what Floor said an apology, which I respect. It was more of a like I'm just feeling my feelings, all right? And I'm like, yeah, do it. Feel your feelings. So I support Floor not apologizing for her actions.
And did she really have to apologize or
Nah,
anything?
like I think it's I can
It
see
was
both sides. Like she was defending herself, but then she did try to
Mhm.
throw Lala under the bus. But at the end of the day, it's a competition, so you kind of at some point you're gonna have to throw someone under a bus, right? Like it's drag
Yeah.
race. There's always a bus involved one way or another. There's always
And
a
some people
bus.
get at the bus stop.
Yep, exactly. That is drag race 101. Um buses and bus stops. But then uh, I hate that it's episode 2 and we're still talking about Raven because they do that thing and they announce there's going to be a special guest. For me, I had a little moment where I'm like, "Wait, does Kylie come? Like is Kylie because they announced
I
it's going
thought
to
it
be a
was going to be
Kylie
Kylie
challenge."
Minogue.
Because they announce it as a Kylie challenge, and then they make it seem like that the judge is this really really special person, and I think everyone was kind of like, oh my god, like for real, Kylie, like maybe even a Denny, but
Yeah, and then
but
it's
no,
like Raven.
but no, they reveal the gag, which Raven was a mole all along. She wasn't really competing, and like that annoyed me because first of all,
We don't need that.
they've already done it. They've already done the Raven fake out. So doing the Raven fake out again annoyed me. But it annoyed me that they didn't do this. I feel like they could have got away with this if they made it really camp. Like imagine, how Michelle does the ring 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 at the end of the thing, but
Mhm.
then it didn't reveal anything. I would have loved it if we cut to like Raven in like a toilet cubicle and she pulls like a little pink flip phone out of her tuck and she's like in the toilet cubicle being like, "Hey, Michelle, yeah, they don't suspect a thing, these dumb whores." Like I that would have been funny at the end of last episode, and then the internet could have spoken about it all week, and then by the time we got to this episode, it could have been about the girls. But no,
Yes.
most of the internet discourse has been about the whole Raven thing and about how people aren't going to watch anymore because of the Raven thing. It's like, no, don't do that to the other girls. That's unfair. Don't hold productions mistakes or missteps against all of the girls. Like support them, please. But I
Yeah,
understand
like
them being pissed. And Nicole's reaction, 100% valid. Her being like,
give that woman a gun.
yep, she was over it. I'm surprised she didn't do more. I expected more of an outburst from Nicole. Maybe there was more. That's something I should maybe ask a bit later. Was there more outbursts from Nicole when she found out that Bloody Raven was judging her instead of being her friend? I would have. I if I was Nicole, I would have been a lot more visibly angry than what she was. So props to Nicole for keeping her temper because
So much poise and grace.
I would not have had that level of poise and grace. But yeah, so they do all that, and
I'm
then they're
gonna.
like,
Can I say something about Raven? Just like because coming from the hater's heart inside of me,
yeah,
she
do
needs
it.
a friend, a real friend, to pull her aside and be like, "Girl, tone it down on the dark mode." Like she must know the memes and the jokes. Like her hand, like compared to like her tan, is so screamingly loud. As like someone from a tropical country, seeing fake tanning is already jarring to me.
Yeah.
That level is like too much, girl. Like just tone it back like 5 shades down.
Well, my theory, I reckon, and I feel like Reddit's got a bit of a thread like this. My theory is that because Raven is doing Rue's makeup, Raven has turned herself the color of Rue so that she just uses the one set now. So rather than having to like, so instead of knowing her contour, Rue's contour, she's made her and Rue's makeup the same. That's my running
Mhm.
theory.
I
It kind
mean,
of makes
it
sense,
would
right?
make sense.
Like if you have to do RuPaul's makeup, you just so Raven now has just got one set of makeup and she just uses the same foundation, contour, whatever on both of them. Easy peasy, you know, you
Yeah,
can't mess it up. And that would explain kind of. I'm not saying it justifies it,
kind of.
but I'm like that would make sense to me and I feel like yeah, I could see that being a thing. I could see like Rue being like, "Well, you're gonna have to do your makeup the same color as mine, so that I know it's good all the time, or something." I don't know. Let's just go with that, so it justifies it. But yeah, it is a bit
Yeah,
much, isn't
because
it?
I think she needs to hear from a friend because from us haters on the internet is not gonna like it's not gonna help.
But you know what? Knowing what I know about Raven and seeing Raven over the years, I don't think she gives a shit. I don't think she cares.
Yeah,
And you know what?
probably not.
If I was Raven, I wouldn't care either. Like I
I
feel like
guess.
Raven is a kind of personality where she's almost immune to critique because of that like ability to just be like, I don't give a shit. Which is kind of why we like her as like a drag character. Like we kind of like that she puts herself above everything and has that kind of like, I'm Raven, like fuck you all. But yeah, she's no longer competing, which I think the girls were pissed off at. But then I feel like some of them would be a bit like relieved, right? There'd have to be a few that are like, oh,
Mm,
thank God, because they didn't want to have to compete against that. I mean, that would be my view. I'd be glad that she's not in the competition. But yeah,
for
so
sure.
but anyway, so they all get in their little girly groups and they're gonna do the little thing. And I kind of like these montages. I like when you see them all sitting there with the little MP3 players, not iPods, inside a Goss. They don't get iPods. They get a generic little MP3 player, and it can only play like the songs that they're allowed. And they're all sitting on the couch, and they're all like, I always want to know if when they're filming, how much of those scenes they're actually listening to the music versus how much they're like the producer's like, okay, you need to pretend that you're listening to like a disco bop, and they're just sitting there like, oh, I love this, but there's nothing coming through the earphones. And to me, that would be just be like so camp. It's like those clips of like when they show like behind the scenes of I think it's Taylor Swift was showing like a behind the scenes of her like video clip and they played no music because they didn't want any leaks. So everyone has to like pretend they're like, dancing in a club and it's to like silence. I That's just what I think when I see these scenes, and they do it every season. It's a staple, right? To have everyone on little couches listening to little MP3 players. I'm sad we didn't see
Yes.
more of the like. I like when they're writing their lyrics and they talk to each other and they read lyrics out to each other, and sometimes they're like really, really bad, and the other girl's like, ah, is that gonna be your song? I kind of like those moments, and I feel like we didn't get much of that
Yeah.
here, but like that's
I didn't
fine.
clock that they did the ad libs for each of their lyrics until
Mm.
they started like the
Yeah,
performance.
they rushed through that a bit, didn't they? Because then they did spend the time on the Corrie, and we had like my favorite little
Yeah.
moment so far, where she's describing Nicole's lack of um, choreography ability, uh,
Hmm.
which kind of made me just like Nicole a bit more, to be honest. Like, yeah,
Yeah. She was
but
at
but
least like three
but
steps behind the whole time.
yeah, but Lala definitely her little confessional where she's narrating it, being like, I don't get it. I'm pointing here and she's pointing there, and yeah. I do like that they're using Lala as a really nice confessionals like break. Like I feel like when Lala pops up in a confessional, we're gonna have a little like laugh moment. And then I feel like the contrast that it seems by this point they're using art as a bit of like narrator, and then people like Lala and Floor as a bit of like comic kind of relief, a little like breakaway sort of like transition moments, which I think is really I am liking the confessionals. I know it seems weird to
Yes.
comment so much on confessionals on a show like this, but I feel like this is how you do confessionals. So I wonder if that's like
I
more a production thing or
think
it's this group.
Lala gives us great like gag moments, like little side
Yeah.
jokes, while Floor gives us like shady moments, and Art is just being like, you know how sometimes they only like they pick one queen to just be like, and another day on the workroom.
Yeah.
That's what Art is doing.
Yeah, it's like you've got the comedy, you've got the sass, you've got the narration. Like they're divvying up the roles really well in the confessionals, which I think is a smart thing to do. And I feel like it's easy to follow as well when we've got like one person that's focusing on one type of like confessional type thing. So like I think it's good. I'm liking it so far. Aside the Raven drama aside, and you know, of course the internet's focusing on that. I genuinely do really like what's happening so far with this season.
Me too.
Especially compared to some of the previous down unders in terms of like the way they're editing things and producing things. So like I'm excited to see like now that Raven thing is gone. Like I feel like hopefully they don't mention it again. We just leave it behind us. So I hope that now the girls get their like their flowers and the attention that they should be getting for what they're doing because it's all really good and fun.
Yeah, like they already killed Nicole, so like it's fine now. Like they don't need to
They-
keep beating the Raven drama
no.
anymore.
Yeah, I mean, uh, that's yeah. Things happen, but yes. So I wonder because it's weird. They did the runways before the challenge.
Yeah, usually they do it afterwards, but did you notice that they were wearing like for example, Arteden had like a part of her outfit, not the full outfit. A lot of the queens like took pieces down for the choreo, so that's probably it.
So the gossip with that is so the girls were initially told that it would be a challenge look. So I think they've all planned their outfits thinking it needs to be something that I can dance in. And then later
Hmm.
down the track, they got a bit more information. And then I feel like a lot of them have then tried to elevate it from that moment. So the base looks like I think there, if I noticed, the theme was like add ons. It was like a cute Kylie look with something added on. So I believe a lot of the girls initially didn't have the add-ons because they thought that they just had to have a look that would be for like a girl group challenge, but then finding out that the
Yeah,
girl group challenge and the runway were the same look. So that kind of explains why we didn't have because normally in a girl group they have their own looks for the girl group and then the runway separate. So I think that was
yeah.
weird about this episode. So the fact that like well because they can't dance in the backpacks and stuff. So I feel like the girl group challenge looks were sort of more accurate to what the girls were thinking when they made their looks. Does that make sense? Yeah. But then finding out it was a runway. Imagine that. Imagine you find out that a look you've made just as like a really cute dance number now has to be like a runway. You'd be a bit annoyed because you probably plan to be able to like if you're one of those jumping, dancing, splitting girls, you're gonna plan something that's like a bit simple and stretchy and you can do the splits in. And but if it was a runway, maybe you would have gone for like a full gown moment. So that might have been a little bit annoying. But yeah, so in
And
the
that's one thing I noticed. There were no like Kylie gowns. It was
no,
mostly like the dancier outfits. So that makes sense for why
yeah.
like the outfits were so different.
So not to completely excuse some of them, but there was that component of it, I believe. The idea of like they do need to be able to sort of move in their outfits. And I think that did
Hmm.
play a big part in like how a lot of them then picked their outfits. But I'm not going to completely excuse some of them. But I guess we should talk about. Normally, I feel like we talk about the runway at the end of one of these recaps, but should we just talk about it in the order it's in? Yeah, why not?
Yeah, we should talk about the runway first because it happened first.
Because it happened first. Well, you can't see the screen that I
I
can
have
see.
the yeah,
You have
I
the
have the
reference
Google Doc
photos.
that you sent me.
Okay, good. I sent you homework. So the first look we have is Lala and the reference look. So,
I don't think she did like she. It's a nice look. I don't think was like well executed.
well, I'm going back and forward between her look and the reference look, and I
Hmm.
don't think they're the same. So her look. Let's talk about
Yeah,
Lala. She looks great. That pink dress fits her amazingly. She looks good. Like she looks great, but does she look like Kylie? Like if she was at a costume party, would you ever think that she was a Kylie Minogue moment?
no,
No, and
it wasn't the same look.
I think that's how we have to judge these, not based on whether or not they look good. I think we need to judge them based on whether or not they are Kylie. So like
Because I
the
think the thing that is like big on this look is the tennis shoes. Like she's not wearing like heels or anything.
no,
It's like a weird combination of like the gloves, the dress, and the tennis shoes.
yeah.
That's why I think it's like the
Yeah. I feel like
the
this could have been
focus of
cool, like to make it draggy, because like Kylie's gloves are a bit like she's got like baggy gloves and like kind of like these like baggy like leg warmer things. So maybe if Lala had gone these like giant oversized big baggy
it.
glove things and stuff, it would have been cool. But like overall, she looks good, but I don't. It's not Kylie. It's not
Yeah,
Kylie. No. Who was
no,
next? Next was Nicole Page Brooks from Atlanta, Georgia, with a gun. So her full name is now Page Brooks from Atlanta, Georgia, with a gun.
with again.
With a gun. Um, like, okay, looking at this, I didn't necessarily know where it came from, but I could imagine Kylie Minogue in this because Kylie kind of peaked in that like late 80s, early 90s. So I can imagine Kylie doing some sort of glamour fashion photo shoot in an outfit like this with hair like this.
Mm.
So I don't hate it.
But it's
The re- the
but
reference
it's not
the reference
anywhere
is quite
related to
obscure.
the
Like,
reference look.
yeah, maybe
There's fringe. That's
that
it.
there is, and part of me was gonna say that I like it, but I'm like, hold on a minute. If it was on anybody else in this lineup, would I like it? Probably not. So do I
No.
like the outfit, or do I just like Nicole Page Brooks so much that I'm like, yeah, you can wear some fringe pants and a jacket. I don't know. I'm 50-50. Like
I I think we only like this look because
because it's
it's
Nicole
Nicole
Page
Page
Brooks.
Brooks from
Yeah.
Atlanta,
No,
Georgia, with a gun.
I think you're right. Like maybe if she just did like really like if the shoulder pads were a bit more like pointed or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's maybe not the best reference to use, but I do love, I'm gonna give her credit, the fact that she picked a reference that was so obscure and did it so like kind of fun. Like she had fun. She was feeling it down that runway, and I kinda like that. I just like Nicole Page
Yeah,
Brooks, okay?
it was a really good look.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it wasn't too good of a reference, and it wasn't
Yeah.
like it didn't have Kylie energy. I'll
No.
give it that.
Nikita wearing the XO dress. What do we think of this one compared to the reference?
I think this one was a good match. First has one extra panel, like
Well, because
lengthwise,
Kylie Minogue
because she's so
is
tall.
just big, and
Yeah.
Nicole and Nikita is she tall. Um,
Yeah, she's very tall.
apparently she made this like the morning of as well in a hotel room, which is impressive. But for
Yeah.
me, I get they're adding the extra panel. I do, but like if you look at the original one, I feel like if she used like a much nicer sequin for the
Mhm.
lines, it just would have like made it that much better. I don't think she needed the fringe bits.
I
Yeah,
would agree. Like
because
for a
looking at
flapper,
the
like
original, yeah, just keep you
she
because
can
her
bring in a
legs,
flapper dress,
yeah,
right? That's not the vibe of the original. So if you're gonna make it a flapper dress, make it like full
mm.
flapper.
Actually, I take back what I said.
Which is
I
yeah.
wish she didn't have the bottom panels. I wish she cut it off at the first couple panels and just had her
Mhm.
entire legs out. Like I wish it went just below the crotch and we just saw those legs. So like better sequin and more legs, and I think I would have really liked it. Because the reference was clear. I got the reference straight away. So she
Yeah,
gets points for
that
that.
was a very good like
Yeah,
executed
yeah.
reference.
But better sequin, and I want her legs out. I want those legs. Yeah. Who was next? Oh, Coco.
Oh, we didn't talk about oh my god. No. Coco, no. Sorry,
Hmm.
Coco, no.
Coco.
We
Listen.
didn't talk about Michelle's look.
We can come back to that. But
Yep.
Coco. Mm.
No, she changed the silhouette for the worse by a lot.
So the reference
Did she also
dress,
do it the day off?
no. Yeah. I like, can we just skip it? Because I don't want to
Yeah.
say, I'm kind of scared to say mean things about Coco. So maybe we just skip this look because
Yeah.
she will
Why? Is she
find me.
gonna
She will
beat
find
you
me.
up?
She will. Um but like Coco knows and look, Coco knows. She's in on the joke too. So she's laughing.
Yeah.
Everyone's critiquing her online. She's laughing cuz Coco is, I feel like she's very good for TV in that respect. She knows how to take the good with the bad. Um but like, yeah, so we'll just say her hair and makeup though, as always, insane.
Beautiful hair, beautiful makeup.
Beautiful. And personality, she sold it. So she gets points for that, but at the end of the day, I don't know if I could endorse any of the three. They didn't change. Maybe
Mhm.
maybe if it started as like a full dress and they got shorter or something, maybe. Or am I just trying to
Actually,
fix
that
something that doesn't really have a fix?
like if you start like if you're gonna change the silhouette, make like what you just said, like start
Yeah.
long and then start keep going shorter, and then like yeah, that would probably
Mm.
make it more campy and fun
Yeah.
instead of like this was an attempt. And I think was Michelle who said if you're it's like apron shaped,
Yeah.
so like do something with it.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah, we can't really justify it, can we? All right, who's next?
Mm-mm.
Here we go. uh
The queen.
I'm not biased. I'm not sponsored. But come on. We all have eyes, right?
You're not sponsored, you say, as you have an Art Simone shirt.
Like we have
And
eyes
the
though.
look right behind you.
We have eyes. I think the internet doesn't get the reference because I think there's been some comparisons of the showgirls, and I think the internet are confused. This isn't a Kylie showgirl. This is Kylie Sydney 2000 Olympics, which we have. There we go. There's the reference image. So like anyone who's critiquing like the fronds being a bit cardboardy in arts and crafts, look at the reference picture.
Yeah, it's
Like
very much like
they are cardboard cut
direct
out.
reference.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I mean. So like I'm kind of annoyed that some people seem to be jumping on the hate wagon with this one, but the references, Google it. Before you critique queens, Google, and because yeah, this wasn't Kylie Showgirl, this was Kylie Olympics. And like, come on. And like look at I just yeah, I
I
was
like that the art makes the vagina thing on the crown bigger.
yeah, it is yeah. As biased as I am, we all have eyes. And come on, look at it. Look at it. Also, the yeah, so the insider tea is that headpiece was digging in so much that the poor bitch had a an egg on her head from where like the metal sits, and it's quite heavy, the headpiece. And then the backpack thing, um I mean, she did really well to walk. I'm surprised she didn't fall over because when we were shooting this look, um afterwards, it was like a big gust of wind and she would have gone flying across the racetrack, which we shot on. A real racetrack, by the way. No green screen, no CGI. We went to an actual athletics track and we put the bitch on the running track. So a big gust of wind, yeah, she would have been down the road. But yeah, I obviously love this look. It was one of the ones that I was most excited to see on the television. So it's different when you're
It
behind the
looks
scenes
really
and
good.
things like this. It's hard because like before she flew overseas, obviously, there's all these looks laid out on the floor. We're putting in in suitcases. We're matching up the heels and the jewelry. So like I know all the things she's taking because surprise, surprise, when someone lives in a house with you, you tend to know when they're leaving the country. And I helped her pack.
And they were roommates.
Yeah, but it's so different. It's totally different though between helping someone pack an outfit versus seeing it in this context. Even when she was doing fittings and trying stuff on, it's not the magic, right? Like TV magic happens. And this was for me. I was like, yeah, there you
Also,
go.
how it reads on TV. Like certain looks read
Yes.
better live than some read on TV. Like I can tell, like on TV, it didn't shine as much as it probably shines in person. Like behind you, I can see it like better
Yeah.
because it's closer.
Yeah. Yeah, oh, this thing is I mean, it's fully glittered, whatever. And I love it's so lucky that the backdrop wasn't pink as well. I love that the fact that the backdrop has those like a bit darker. It just yeah, from the moment she walked into the little thingy the whole time, I was just like, yeah, I'm so proud of this. I could talk about this look forever, but then people are gonna accuse me of favoritism. But I mean
Well, we do have a clear favorite. Yeah.
right? Okay, next one is Jade. Now, this is Showgirl Kylie, and this is Jade.
Yes.
I'm of two minds.
Honestly, I love Jay so much.
Exactly.
Really,
I
really
I
like her
love
drag.
her, and she is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. All the compliments. However, the reference. There's Kylie does a peach showgirl, which has the full
Yeah.
feather bustle, and she also does a blue
Mhm.
showgirl. So for me, my main critique is literally like I get not copying the showgirl exactly, blah blah blah, but like I just wish it was either the peach color of Kylie's peach showgirl or she went full like blue. That's kind of my critique. But we can't fault like you literally like look again. I have eyes. Um, but
The
I just
material is really good.
yeah. But I just wish
Oh,
it was more close to just either the color or style of one of the Kylie showgirls. Um, but yeah, we
it
can't
didn't
fault.
really match the original look in
No.
color or in silhouette. It was
So
a showgirl look. It wasn't Kylie's showgirl look.
no. But it's like so you can't really deny how good she looks. But at the same time, I think there's a fair argument to say it wasn't a Kylie showgirl. It was just a showgirl. But was it one of the most beautiful showgirls we've seen on this show? Yes, it was. Like
Before we move on, because I just checked my notes,
you have
can we talk
notes. I
about
love that.
Art's makeup? Like her eye makeup was so good. It read
Ah,
so good on TV.
I should have tried to get a
Like
close up for you, but I
I
don't
asked
have
you
it.
for it, but it was
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
good. Like it was like I don't know, like when they were doing the close-ups during the lip sync,
Yeah.
like every single bit was reading so well. I loved it.
I think she was worried going into the show that sometimes it would read quite dark and heavy. Because if you look at
Hmm.
if you look at Art's makeup, she's that's drag.
Yeah,
like
it's
like if you
huge.
compare if you can compare right now to Jade, like there's definitely like I feel like Art goes for the big drag while Jade's going for a bit more sort of subtle pretty, and like they're two very valid but very different
Mhm.
styles. But sometimes depending on your lighting, like if you're not lit well, the kind of makeup that Art does can read as like quite heavy and dark. I don't see any of the concerns. Like she was a bit worried about how it might look. I don't see that worry. Like I agree, it looks great, but again,
Um,
I'm biased.
it gives me, you know, when Disney used on the old Disney movies, they would do like that thing where like the villain's eyes are the last thing on frame, like
Yeah.
everything fades to black and you only, yeah,
I
that's what it gives to me. in the
Yeah.
best way possible.
Yeah.
Like,
Camp fun.
yeah,
Yeah. 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 Let's go through. And then who was after Jade? Do you want to get the pronunciation of this right? So it's not Australia. Her name is not Australia. It's Estrella.
Estrella,
Estrella.
Estrella.
Australia.
It's it's like star, so Estrella.
Yeah. Because I loved that she corrected in episode 1, she corrected the pronunciation of her name and said it's not hard. And I'm like, good for you. Because
Yeah,
we should be
it's
saying the name right. But then bloody lazy with the like Miss Extravaganza.
that was so good.
But yeah, this
Like
this
she was
look.
like, I can't, so extravaganza.
Yeah. So I got the reference look right away because the leopard with the gloves, it's not showing it in this photo, but she
Yeah,
came out, she had the giant oversized gloves. Love that. I got the reference right away and I'm like, this is drag. It's over the top. It's like it's fun. There are some bits I don't love. Like I kind of feel like she didn't need the coat.
I think she was swimming inside that coat.
Yeah,
Like
and
the coat was 3 sizes too big for her.
yeah, and then like yeah, so I feel like she didn't need the coat. The gloves were great, and I don't think she needed like the eyes and the extra details. I mean, at the end of the day, it's so camp and fun that you can't not appreciate it. But I feel like this could have definitely been like just
I like the
edited a little
eyes.
bit.
I would remove the corset three, like the you know
The lacing,
the
yeah.
ribbon, the lacing.
But like in comparison to some of the other girls, this was a clear I knew what she was referencing straight away. So there's got to be points for that. And I kind of love that like most people have gone for like pretty Kylie looks and she's gone for like one of the more camp fun kind of ones. So like I like that.
And she made it even campier. So
Yeah.
props to her.
She makes drag more drag, which
Yep.
is great. Michael, I mean, if someone didn't do this look, I'd be so pissed off. Because you
Yes.
have to. You have to.
I could not find. There was one season of, I think, Roxy Andrews' original season. She did a similar look like this, but I think
Yeah.
Michael's is like more successful.
Yeah, it fit like the fit of this was impeccable. Michael looked amazing in it. And like for a challenge where they had to also dance and stuff, this outfit looked amazing when Michael was moving. The editing things were hilarious where we had the little like the hood appearing and disappearing through the if you go back and
Yes.
watch it, I loved that. But looking at the reference side by side, I kind of wish again, I'm being nitpicky. I kind of wish she went bigger with the proportions of it. Like, because in the original Kylie one, Kylie's so little, but that kind of like that chest ruffle thing was quite big, and I feel like it moved a lot, like the cow neck bit of it, and then also even like the
Mhm.
sleeves kind of bellowed a bit on Kylie. So I feel like Michael's wearing one that is the size for Kylie, but because Michael is a lot bigger than Kylie, so I kind of yeah, I wonder if that's the thing that's missing for me. Is it just it being a bit like oversized in a way? Like still fitted. I love how it's fitted around the waist and I love the like the deep neckline and we're seeing that gorgeous skin, but I wonder if it was maybe a bit bigger and draggier, I would have loved it a bit more. Again, you can't deny the reference. It's impeccably made. She looks great, but if I'm being picky, I think I would have loved it to be like more fabric.
Yeah, I think Michael's version is a little bit more revealing of the body, while Kylie's is sexy with like the fabric giving you that like when I move you can see my body,
Yeah.
not like my body's every time is always exposed.
Hmm.
That's I think the difference.
But like overall, it's great.
But if you have Michael's body, of course you're gonna
Yeah.
show it off.
But yeah, maybe like more fabric would have made it a bit more fun. But yeah, I see why she did what she did because the fit of it is amazing and her body does look incredible. Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
vibe. We again, this is one I appreciate the ones where as soon as they come onto the stage, I was like, Yes, I know the reference. Yes, this is Kylie. You could be like, ah, they went for the obvious choice, blah blah blah. But like, yeah, that's what you do when the challenge is to do a certain thing.
Yeah.
Don't discredit that the obvious choice done well is better than something so obscure that nobody gets it. And I knew straight away this was Kylie.
I would only say, like, this is one that I think because of the dance element, she went smaller. I wanted her backpack, her shoulder thing,
Mm.
over the top, huge, stupid, cumbersome,
Yeah.
and I wanted more legs.
Yeah, so I'm
But
looking at the
that's
reference
just
image again,
me.
and the original had a lot of leg, and Vibe's got a great set of legs. So like, yeah, I see what you mean. Like maybe if there was we're missing that the fact that the legs aren't out,
Yeah.
and maybe like I kind of again we're being nitpicky, but I feel like if the bodice had been more like metal looking rather than like because
Yes.
that looks like it's obviously what would you call it, like PVC or something. But yeah, like a bit more like a metal looking thing and more leg. Here we go. It's week 2 and we're already telling everyone to get their legs out. But overall, like it's great.
Everybody should
Ticks all the
show legs.
boxes. Vibe did so good in the challenge as well. Like yeah, Vibe was safe,
It
but
was a really good look,
I
and
I
we
can I consider
like
Vibe
it was a
to
direct.
be in the top. She definitely wasn't safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then the final one is Little Miss making TV. I feel like she's like the MVP of the week in terms of like giving us the entertainment factor and the TV drama. Floor was our
Yeah.
TV drama of the week. And like this look is again, I got it straight away, and I feel like this is really great because the kids watching will know this one. There'll be a lot of kids
Yeah.
out there that will not understand all of the coily references, but like this one,
The dumb reference. It was also very one for one. Like there wasn't like much room to air in this one.
no.
It was very much like one by
Ooh,
one
let's appreciate
reference.
the corset behind me. I'm gonna move the lights around so we can see some sparkle. Ooh.
Ooh.
It is so sparkly in my bedroom. And like looking on my screen of my camera, it looks like shit compared to in person. So the sparkles you're seeing in my stream don't even do it justice. Like uh, anyway, they also do the song and dance, which was like, yeah, it was alright. But like I feel like because the runway already happened, it's like my brain is trained that the runway and then like you know what I mean? Like I feel like because they flipped that, the runway happens and I was in my mind, I'm ready for the judging, but then it goes into the girl groups and I don't know, I feel like that was just a weird format. But like the challenge in general, like to me, it was all fine. I I do have a bit more of a preference to the girls that make it so clearly their own. So I feel like where art did so well in this challenge is if you weren't watching, if you were just listening to this episode, could you identify them all like clearly? And like the moment art opened her big ass mouth, you're like, that's Art Simone.
Yes.
Like you look at
It
her,
was
you're like,
very
that's Kylie
identifiably her.
Minogue, but then you close your eyes and you're like, that's Art Simone. So I feel like this is where she excelled. The look was so Kylie, but the personality was so Art Simone. I feel like that's what did it for me. I hashtag not sponsored, but here I am in Art Simone merch with Art Simone's costume behind me. It just you
Not
can call it
sponsored,
favoritism
but
all you want, but come on. We have eyes. The episode happened. The proof is in front of us.
oh, also, I love that. Like, you need to ask her: was Nicole being behind tempo messing her tempo? Because it was so funny how off like Nicole looked compared to her, and because
Oh,
she was far further away from
yeah.
everybody, I was like, I personally am not that good of a like group dancing, that if someone is like off tempo, they would throw me off
Oh,
entirely.
that's me too. When I have to learn dance and choreography for shows, I assume that I'm the one that's wrong. So if I'm dancing beside someone and they're doing something different to me, I will match them because I will just assume
Hmm.
that I've got the choreo wrong. So if I was in that situation, if
Exactly.
if if I was if I was dancing next to Nicole, I would intuitively start matching Nicole, and that wouldn't have been a good idea. Look, the challenge overall, like I wasn't super excited watching it because the songs they were camp, they were fun. Some of the verses were really good. Really liked Art's verse. I really love the other one that stood out for me verse wise was Vibe. Like I love that in her song she did that like, oh, I'm Vibe. I'm like, I don't know what she's saying, but I'm there. Just the oh, you want to hear something a little more sensual. I was like, yeah, I do. Like I fucking love that. So like for me, it was Vibe and Art were the two standouts from each group. In terms of which group, do you have any opinions on which group was better?
Honestly, I this is gonna sound so rude. Group one, arts group, caught like the song was better, so
Mm,
like I actually focused on everybody's performance. Group two, because the song wasn't like I didn't like this song in general, I kept like losing focus and not paying
yeah,
attention to song two as much. So it was more because the song wasn't good. So I don't blame the girls. I blame production
yeah.
for this.
But it was fun. It was
It
watchable.
was a fine challenge.
Yeah.
Nobody was like garbage.
I think I'm so used to someone being absolutely terrible in these sorts of challenges, and that
Yeah,
didn't happen really. Yeah. But yes, anyway, so we finally get to the damn judging. And bottom two are Coco and Nicole, which
I very much
yeah,
agree with that bottom.
yeah,
Like,
like I feel like
I would maybe have given Nikita also to the bottom.
yeah, I
Like,
can
I would
I
have
can see
done a
that.
bottom
Yep, yep,
three.
yep. And like yeah, I feel like with I thought Coco's performance was completely fine, but the runway, I guess there's only so much that you can give and take between a runway and a challenge. And if the runway is spectacular but the challenge is terrible, like you can't. Yeah, so I guess the bottom two, I'm of the same thing. As much as I love them both, I'm trying to be as like I'm trying to distance myself as much as possible for having known them outside of the TV and try to judge them fairly. And yeah.
Mhm.
And same the top two though. Obviously, yes, I'm gonna 100% stand by Art.
Oh,
100%
there
deserve to be in
is
the
no
top.
doubt for me.
I
That
could
was
have
a very.
yeah, I could have seen the floor one swapped for Michael or Vibe. Like Michael because of the look
Mm,
and like Michael's performance was as you'd expect from Michael. It was tight. It was good. Like you know what I mean. Wasn't what didn't stand out for me, but I could appreciate how clean and crisp Michael's performance was, and the outfit was great. Vibe as well, like her performance was amazing. I loved it, and the outfit was
yeah,
again a quintessential Kylie. So I feel like either of those two could have been in the top this week.
mhm.
Like
I
top
would
top
swap
four. That'd be my top four.
maybe for Vibe. Michael, I wouldn't, just because I think Vibe's verse was good and her
Yeah,
reference felt better than Michael's. Like Michael's was obvious, like a very obvious reference, and she does have the bod. But I think I would do Vibe on top of Michael. Like
yeah,
if it's top four, I would say Art one, then Floor, then Vibe, then Michael.
yeah,
Like this would be like my
yeah.
order.
But like, yeah, we could shuffle them around. But at the end of the day, I feel like it was obvious that they were sort of safe and stuff as well. And then this lip sync. Um,
It was a lip sync. It wasn't anything groundbreaking or like
like the
amazing that I lose
the
my mind
microphone
off of
moment
it.
was such a good tribute to Maxi. I'm so glad that a lot of the internet copped that. The insider gossip is the microphone was given to Art by Coco, which is very sweet. But I'm like, wait a minute, was that strategy? Did Coco think
Sabotage.
Art has to win, and if I give her this microphone, she'll win because it's going to make the performance more slay, and also she can't send me home if I give her the microphone. So was it a strategic thing by Coco, or what I
She
believe?
bought the shirt.
Yeah, no. But my genuine thought is that Coco wanted the microphone to be used. They all did,
Mhm.
and that a Kylie Minogue song is like a great tribute for someone like Maxi. So I genuinely believe Coco did it as a genuine kind gesture. I don't think she lent the microphone in any sort of like strategic, like whatever. But then it was funny that in the little confessional breakthrough, she was kind of having a bit of dig at Art for the way she was using the microphone that she gave her. So I feel like
I
that was a
also
bit.
didn't think it was that
No,
dramatic.
no.
The art was.
It's
She wasn't like doing
no.
this.
It's just Coco literally being Coco. Which continue. Coco, you do that. You sit there on the couch and poke the bear. You make fun of people for
You
absolutely.
go
I love
like
it.
Coco.
Nah, it's fine. I've got no critiques of Coco's sassiness when it comes to those sort of moments. I love it. But yeah,
Oh yeah. Also, like, be a bitch. Like,
yeah,
we don't want kumbaya. Like,
yeah,
just point stuff out. Make mean comments.
yeah. The girl. What's your thoughts on the fact that Art didn't get changed but Floor did for the lip sync?
It's very much like I appreciate that outfit stayed the same throughout the episode.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about girls changing clothes for the lip sync because, first of
Well,
all, Flora's new outfit was
it's
not
not a
that good.
thing in the conventional seasons because you get announced as the bottom two, and while you're on stage, you just lip sync straight away. So they only sort of get to do the outfit changes in these formats where they go do like because they know they're the top two, then they go to do the lipstick thing, and then they come back. But in a normal
Yeah,
season,
also,
it's the bottom
a lot
two,
of the girls
and
burn really good looks with the lip sync.
yeah. So I maybe because no, well, because I think Floor's runway look was so much better than her lip sync look.
And she could have lip sync with that look.
Yeah, I didn't love the like. It kind of gave clown-ish vibes. The the the
Rude but
jumpsuit.
fair.
Yeah, and then at one moment when she was kind of doing the little like, in It when the clown's doing the little dance.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
yeah, I'm sorry, Floor. Don't hate me. I do love you, and you made such good TV, and you deserve to be in the top two this week. But 100%, babe,
It was
you
giving
you
it.
lost that lip sync. Art 100% won that lip sync. She knew every single word. The fact, like, she gave Pop Princess. Like, Kylie is the Pop Princess, and with that little microphone, knowing every word, not relying on stunts, she gave us Pop Princess. She said, "Look at me in this outfit. I'm fucking sparkly. I know every word. I'm just going to deliver the lyrics cleanly, nicely." And to me, sometimes that's what I want in a lip sync. I don't always want them to be flipping around the stage. If it's a certain type of song, I want them to just hold the stage and be like, here's the words. So I have
Yeah,
no
we need a
notes.
little park and bark sometimes.
Ah,
It
love it.
wasn't what she was doing, but like we need like sometimes the performance to be like match the
Yeah.
energy of the song. I mentioned to you like from episode one, like I don't necessarily think that lip sync was a winning lip sync because the energy didn't match the vibe, and it also was like a lot of
Episode
flipping
ones.
and
Yeah.
jumping for a chill song.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't
Yeah.
that kind of song.
So like, yeah, so we find out the winner is Art Simone. And yeah, so the bitch never won on her season. She didn't win a
Yeah.
challenge. She didn't
Oh,
get. She hasn't had a challenge. This is her first challenge win. She won
my
the
dumb bitch moment when I saw the her post, and I was
thinking,
like, "Wait,
well,
is the finale already
no,
out?"
no, no. Yeah. But like, understandably, so this is the first time she's heard the congratulations, blah blah blah, despite being all the way to the end of her season. So congratulations, Art Simone. And
Well
I
deserved.
I will fight people who say it wasn't deserved because yes, I'm biased. Yes, I have favoritism, but I have eyes and ears, and yep. So fight me.
Okay. Also, to everybody, to all the haters being like, "Oh, she didn't deserve it," then who? Who would you have
Yeah.
given the first place?
Like there were people that
Because
did good
I
jobs.
don't
There
think
were
there
people
was
that
one.
also looked good, but like not the combination of
It wasn't the whole
yeah.
package.
So that was, we can't debate that. And then so we had the bottom two of Nicole and Coco, and Art has to send them home, which poor bitch. So if she sends home Nicole Page Brooks, everyone's gonna hate her because Nicole Page Brooks is the icon and the American fandom is quite nasty. If she sends home
Yes.
Coco, she never works in Sydney again. And
Australia is gonna stab her.
I don't know, like I don't think the audience would have appreciated it because they would have said, oh, she did it because she was still pissed off about what happened 5 years ago. But that's generally not the case. The thing with that was so played up. Like those two had no beef after their season. They
I,
legit
I
they legit were friends.
I
They
think Art should have 100% pulled a Shangela and just like done a long speech about how she was gonna send her home.
yeah.
Like I saw
Like
that
there's
she tried
more
it with like
talking
I
more
could
about
go for a
revenge.
revenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like really lean into it, being like, it's been 5 long years. I've thought about this moment. I've relived that lip sync in my head for half a decade. You know, that soz bitch really got me, blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff, and then done. But I kind of like that they kept
By
it a bit short and
Nicole. Yeah.
sweet. And then so Art does reveal that she's not going to go for the revenge. She's going to keep Coco around, and she does pull out Nicole's lipstick, and we say goodbye to Nicole. But Nicole being Nicole, best ever. Art pulls the lipstick out, says Nicole's name. Nicole straight away blames Raven, and I'm like, fair, because
Again, Raven's fault.
I feel like it was because I wonder what would happen. Let's pretend Raven never happened. I wonder if that would have
She would be focused.
like I genuinely believe that Raven is kind of responsible for Nicole going home because in the dance, maybe that was just Nicole being Nicole, but she just didn't, the light kind of wasn't there, was it? Like
And the
it
critique wasn't that she was off tempo or anything. It was that
no.
her energy was low.
So it's like,
So the problem wasn't knowing the choreo. The problem was that
yeah.
the sparkle in her eyes was
So
gone.
you know what? So
And
she's
who
fair.
took that? Raven.
Raven. So the fact that she blamed Raven for her going home, 100% fair.
Yes.
Raven sent home Nicole again. What a bitch. Um So that's it. That's the episode. I mean, I
Yeah.
feel like it was a good episode. I'm annoyed that the Raven stuff might have outshadowed some of the legitimate good stuff that's going on, and I hope the fandom get over that. But all in all, good episode. Um,
And
maybe
we didn't talk about Michelle's look.
because I don't have the photo. I'll have to next time. I'll do it. I'll get Michelle's look.
Yeah.
In my little Google Drive as well, and we can talk about that. But yeah, all in all, great
I just
episode.
like when they show legs. That's all.
Yeah.
Like her and Rue have such great legs. I love
Yeah.
when they have like
Yeah.
a short little number.
But yeah, I guess that's it. That's our review of Drag Race Down Under season 1, episode 2. And next week, I'm so excited to talk about it because it is going to be the Snatch Game. And we know what happened last Snatch Game for Art Simone. So this. Oh.
So are
I'm
we ready
nervous.
to mourn?
I'm nervous. I am so anxious about this. I'm excited because I feel like this is the kind of group that could do really fun things with a Snatch Game, but I am a little bit nervous. But yeah,
I am
think
very
it's
nervous because usually my favorite queens suck at Snatch Game.
oh no. All right. But yeah, and that's it then. That's our review of the episode. Slay, I guess.
Slay.